Hey guys, please let me know if you can hear me perfectly because YouTube is giving us problem. I think it's Apple and YouTube combination. YouTube and Apple are coming for us. On one side, Apple is trying to convince me to buy a new laptop, I think, even though I'm using the most latest one. And YouTube, I don't know what kind of games they're playing. So please let me know if you can hear me so that we can perfectly continue. Okay, cool. If you can hear me, guys, I'm ready to continue. All right, going live on both ends. I was just worried that maybe you could not hear me because I'm seeing buffering on my side. But now that you can hear me, I think it's time for us to continue. What's going on, guys? My name is Gray to the B to the T to the C to the moon. Bring you guys a lot more crypto juice as things happen in the market. There is a lot of noise, crypto looking down still, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The charts are not looking good at all, and in this video we're going to do some technical analysis to figure out exactly what's happening in the market. But of course, we start with the news that's exciting. Okay, I'm gonna check again if this is working just to make sure. Okay, sure, seems to be working. So because you guys know already about cryptocurrency, I'm not going to talk about the most basic things. If you are completely a newbie, make sure you get yourself some crypto for the first time. In the description of this video, I have a link to FTX where you can buy your first crypto, your first Bitcoin, your first Dogecoin, Ethereum with a credit card or bank transfer. So make sure you go in the description of the video and sign up. But basically, guys, number one, there is some big news in the US. Saying, hey, now if you are in the US, you don't have to worry anymore about being taxed on every little transaction you make, especially when it comes to staking specifically. Staking is not a taxable event. Staked earnings within, if you didn't cash them out, they are no longer a taxable event in the US. At least I think starting in 2023, which is positive news. And starting with more positive news, I have more here. Yeah, the crypto student NFT is coming soon. It will launch very soon. It's going to be a very exclusive piece of NFT, which will be given out to special people. I will give more details on that at the end of the video. Now, moving on to negative news, because that is also part of news of the market. You guys know about Wormhole got hacked yesterday for 320 million, almost lost in the crypto market. Now we know that Wormhole's funds have been returned, and they just put out a tweet recently, as you can see here, stating that, hey guys, all funds have been restored and Wormhole is back up. We are deeply grateful for your support and thank you for your patience. If you don't know what happened, guys, Wormhole is a cryptocurrency project, is a bridge between Ethereum and multiple other chains, including Solana. And recently, I was looking on their paper on documents, and it seems like they keep adding more protocols to it, which I think makes them a lot more vulnerable. So $320 million, yes, USD, was really being exploited. Was exploited yesterday, and now they've managed to recover. The funny thing is that Wormhole came out and said, hey thief or hacker, if you return all that money back to us, we're going to give you $10 million. I think that's a bad deal, right? It's not even 10% of the funds that were exploited. And I think they have made a deal with this hacker, and all the time, the hackers, they don't really do it for the money. So they returned all the funds, and Wormhole is back up, probably with a loss of like $10 million. So all I can say when it comes to things like this, protect your necks, because Nobody out there is watching for you guys, right? You need to make sure you take care of your money on your own. Okay, next is, if you don't know what's going on in the traditional market, maybe it's time that we look into that before we look at the altcoins, which is the subject of this video. What is going to happen to the altcoin market? The most important thing is looking at the traditional market. Things not looking good, things going down. You can look at the S&P 500 having a small little pump over here. And right now, it's also, even though it's starting to show some green in the last 4 days this week, basically, except for today, the S&P 500 has actually been having positive volumes in, but still, it's still in a bearish trajectory, if you ask me. So, not really looking that good, okay? Not really looking that good at the moment. What's going on here? YouTube, what is YouTube talking about? It's getting me worried. Okay, on YouTube, can you guys hear me perfectly? Because I don't really know what's going on with YouTube. It's tripping big time. Okay, let's see. Okay, you can see me. You can see the chart, so I'm happy. All right, so S&P 500 is now down to 4,500, guys. We had hopes of $5,000 all-time high, and it didn't happen. And now pushing back to Facebook or Meta. Facebook is now looking a little bit shaky as the earnings for this year came out. Where is that news here? Facebook now is known as Meta. Meta earnings reports for Q4 2021 are in. Focus on monetizing Reels and building Metaverse in 2022. So if you still don't believe in the Metaverse, I feel sorry for your son. I got 99 problems and Metaverse in one. You gotta be investing in that stuff. If Facebook is going all in 2022, they're looking at the earnings going down and they're like, yo, the only thing that's gonna save us is the Metaverse. So if you're not investing in the Metaverse, I don't know what to tell you. But basically, Facebook has posted its fiscal Q4 results, and the overall buzz resulted in a decrease of more than 20% in share price in after-hours trading. Earnings per share for Q4 fell short of forecast, 3.67 versus 3.84 billion, according to Refinatic via CNBC. Though the revenue was $33.67 billion, just over the forecasted $33.4 billion via CNBC. So Mark Zuckerberg came out, Mark Zooks, the lizard, came out and say, yo, people have a lot of choices on how they want to spend their time, and apps like TikTok are growing very quickly. And this is why our focus on Reels is so important, blah, 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 blah. Basically, Facebook is starting to realize that they're getting old. And we have made these types of transitions before with mobile feed and stories, where we took on headwinds in the near term to align with important trends over the long term. Basically, all you can learn from this, guys, is that trend following is very important. If you're not following trends in anything that you're doing, you're gonna get kicked out of the market. Crypto is exactly the same thing. So we need to be jumping on the new upcoming trend if you want to be relevant and make money. Okay, so first is Reels. It's clear short form video will be an increasing part of how people consume content, blah, 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 blah. This is the CEO of Facebook giving out reasons why the earnings are getting lower. But basically, people aren't using Facebook anymore. It's the easiest way to look at it. All right. So just so that you know, Facebook is looking down, and I looked at Tesla as well. Tesla has been declining. We're looking at currently $918 for a Tesla stock, and looking at the natural spool, we're looking at, if you can see the chart here, we're definitely looking at a bearish trend over here. Things definitely falling down. It's falling down. Keep falling. We want things to fall up, but they keep falling down. So you can definitely check this out, guys. This is a bearish channel. It has been trying to keep consistent, to keep on itself, or at least break out. But basically, this, I think, is going to be relevant. We're going to see, as you can see, these two dotted lines here. These are support levels, and both of these support levels of the upswing have been tested already. So if you want to buy Tesla, the stock, definitely this is a good area to buy it, starting from What level is this exactly? So 828 as well as 889. Obviously, anything lower, point of control is $712, something you might want to pick up. All right, now going back to crypto, enough about the stocks and all that. We have looked at the most important stuff. Now let's get back to the crypto. Bitcoin. Where the hell do we stand, baby? Where is that money? So BTC starting at 36,780. Now, destroy the like button just for this thing. I did tell you guys when we flipped down to 33K, I said, yo, Bitcoin will pump to 38K and it will crash down again. It will be playing that range for a long time before it breaks down or break out. And if you longed up until 38,000, like I said before, you have made a killing. Even at 3x leverage, 5x, 10x, whatever. If you didn't listen, well, it's not financial advice after all. You know, everybody does whatever they want. So basically what I did, I longed BTC from 33K, added more long from at 36K, and at 38,000, I ended up closing my positions. Then I started shorting at 38, and now we're in profit again. So that range that I showed you guys previously, it is working. Now, this is Bitcoin, okay? BTC is looking like this. I mean, I'm just going to zoom out here completely. And you don't have to be a genius, guys, to make this kind of technical analysis. It's really easy to see. You look at this bottom line here. I'm going to simplify this as much as possible. This is the point of control here. And you can see it's a point of control because there's so many candles that have touched around this area over here. It's the magnetic level. All right. And right now we have seen so many candles below and above, but it has been pumping and crashing over here 2 times. Wait, let's count it. So Bitcoin crashed and it bounced around this level. A bull call was called according to the Nitros pool before. The second one happened around the same very area as you can see over here. The pump happened, and this time around it also bounced exactly around 33 to 34K level. This has been the strongest support of Bitcoin above $30,000. All right. Now, BTC has to really make itself stand above this level for things to be successful. If Bitcoin does not make it above here, we're pretty much screwed. Which also brings me back to the next point. We are already screwed because there is no good buy orders. I was looking at all the buy orders. If I go to the liquidity pools, if you look at all the on-chain data, even with the centralized exchanges, you will see that the buy orders are a little bit from 32K going downwards. I think a lot of big money is playing around those ranges. And a lot of retail is expecting for the market to bounce back right now, but I don't think that's going to happen. What will happen is that Bitcoin will fall completely below 36K and it will go down to 32K and then maybe test 28,000 on the medium term. Short term, you can still play the swing of right now up to 38 as much as you want to. You can set up a bot using 3 commas. I've already shown you guys how to do those things. And I have a course on that at Crypto University as well. So BTC is looking like that, and there is nothing to stop it from falling. And maybe you could actually try to do something interesting, like picking up the point of control whenever you can and selling the resistance level, which is the current price level at the moment. This red line, and it's a slow movement, but if you're a leverage trader, it's pretty good, okay? But according to the Nitros bull again, or just the pure point of support and resistance level, you can see that the next good pickup level is $35,042. All right, now moving to altcoins, because if you understand what's going on to Bitcoin, everything becomes easier. So Bitcoin, altcoins, let's look at Bitcoin dominance right now, BTCD. Okay, Bitcoin dominance, BTC DOM. Well, this is wrong. So BTCD, Bitcoin dominance. Okay, on CoinMarketCap. Alrighty, guys. So Bitcoin's dominance, 41%. Are you surprised? Well, I'm not really surprised at all because Remember when altcoins were pumping, Bitcoin's dominance was falling down. It was in the 30s, and now it's starting to pick up. This is a clear indication that a lot of people are dumping their altcoins for something a lot more serious, moving into the more stable asset in the market, which is BTC. Obviously, more people will go to so here's my theory right now. I don't know what your benchmarking is, but if you're benchmarking on USDT, right? Or at least I think most important is for BTC benchmarkers. If you're benchmarking on BTC, you're also overexposed in a good way. It's because a lot of people right now are not going to be putting money into BTC. So the Bitcoin's dominance isn't really going to increase as much because more funds are still in the tether. So a lot of people get this confused, but a lot of strength that might be represented by the Bitcoin dominance index, a lot of it is actually stablecoin. So you might be thinking, oh man, you know what? The altcoins are still standing because the dominance is still there. You know, it's not 60% as it used to be. Or this is because the dominance is not probably going to get to 60% anymore because stablecoins are altcoins. Even though some exchanges might consider some altcoins some stablecoins as stablecoins, most protocols, if you're using like DeFi, they would still consider, let's say, some algorithmic stablecoins as altcoins, just so that you know. All right. So moving on now, let's move into the chart itself of Bitcoin, of altcoins. I was looking at DeFi. Okay. So this is DeFi. We're looking at the largest hill in the market, guys. This is really not, we literally just tested the same levels of August for the first time. August 2021 has now been tested, and this can only mean one thing. So you can say whatever you want, but this is not the worst that we have ever seen right here. This crash is not the worst we have ever seen. If you want to know what the hell is going on, DeFi has a long way to go down, if you ask me. I mean, this has been like the weirdest or the worst of the experience, right? 59% has happened within, so this is a daily chart. If you want to know how weird things could go, so we're looking at one candlestick before that went down by 50% in May 2021. And right now we haven't seen nothing like it. And this bear market is sort of the strongest of them all, right? So I think on DeFi, you should probably expect the worst. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it is just what it is, man. And it doesn't mean that we can't make money, by the way. It doesn't mean that we can't make money. There's a lot of things we can do. So the most important thing is literally just look at the very bottoms. Look at the point of controls or the buy orders. You can look at a chart like this, look at these green dotted lines, and just place your buy orders slowly as it goes down. This is, you can also automate if you want to, right? If you don't know how to find support and resistance, you can use the Nitros Bull, which shows you the green line means it's support level, the red line means it's resistance level, and it gives you this bull and bear signals, which shows you when is the good time to buy and the good time to sell. Link to the Nitros Bull is in the description. You can find it at cryptouniversity.network. Okay, so I mean, you don't have to really be a genius, guys, to test this. If you look at the trend on DeFi like this, let's say this was your chart before. I mean, this was your drawing before, right? You can already see that we have tested below this trend line already, with very, very, very high wicks. So it kind of shows you one thing. We are about to get bloody, guys, and there is no sugar coating on this one. Okay, now this is just DeFi on its own. I tried to find a metaverse index. I couldn't find it. So what ended up happening, I just brought an altcoin index for you guys. This is the altcoin perpetual on FTX. FTX, if you want to sign up on FTX, link is also in the description. Is now, if you ask me, FTX is the best cryptocurrency exchange because it has a lot of tools for you to trade, and most assets that are like unusual. Because if you're a spot trader, you're just expecting to buy and sell, you're gonna be in trouble, right? You need some weird financial products that you can trade that gives you sort of AG started off trading of weird products. Right now, I've been trading the volatility index on FTX. It works. It makes money as long as the market is terrible. So I'm looking at this right now. This is what's shocking to me, right? This is a daily on the altcoin. A few days ago, this guys, if you ask me, is a divergence. It's a bearish divergence. I will show you something. So I'm looking at this swing low over here, right? Okay, so I'm looking at the drop that happened after, this is the 17th of January. And here on the 22nd, we saw a major drop in the entire altcoin market. But now, if you benchmark this with the previous candle, which was this right here, the biggest drop, it's not really corresponding with a day where the market actually dropped in volumes. Now, followed by another weird volume bar, which was super extreme, but it ended up really just making a huge wick at the bottom, and it closed a little bit higher than it should have. But if you look at the dump in volumes on this bar here, is extremely, extremely scary. But then followed by what is seemingly an uptrend right now. Whoa, miss me with this bootstrap, to be honest with you. This is nothing but a bootstrap. It could go as high as maybe where this week tested here. Let's say let's see how much percentages we have from here, from the current price. So maybe we're looking at the index entirely going up by 12%, but the entire market obviously could do a lot more. But this to me is nothing but a bootstrap. Altcoins have already broken down the point of control on the daily, and we can probably switch this to the weekly as well. But I'm definitely looking at a 2700 level entry, followed by the strongest buy range, where a lot of buyers are, is around 2500, which is we're looking at about 18%, 18.2% up to this point. Okay, so this is a good level for arts if you want to maybe try to long. I would be putting long orders here. Look, we bounce here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And right now we haven't tested that level specifically, but we almost closing in. So if you're looking for long positions you want to enter to make money on that leverage, make sure you get in. You put your orders on all those levels. Now, if you don't know what the F I'm talking about, you're like, what the hell is this guy screaming about? Yo, just join Crypto University and learn how to invest and trade. You know, link is in the description. It's once-off membership and your Crypto University family forever. We have an NFT dropping very soon. We're only going to give it out to our students only. So make sure you become a student, join our Discord group, and of course, I'll teach you something new besides trading, guys, in this video. Destroy the like button if you're on YouTube, because the more you like the video, YouTube, now the algorithm of YouTube will tell other people that, yo, come and watch this crypto stuff. All right, so basically there is not much other than this news, guys. So I'm not really saying that the market is not going up anymore. We're done, we're screwed. That's not my point. You can still trade up and down because markets swing all the time. But the overall trend right now is definitely bearish, and you don't want to be messing around with over leveraging yourself and just thinking that the yesterday things will work today. You are not going to be buying Dogecoin and expecting it to double or to make a 3x in a couple of days. Those days are gone, and I'm sure a lot of us are aware of that, right? So let me look at something else I wanted to share with you guys as well before I close. All right, so so another thing is the trading workshop. So every month I do a live trading workshop on Zoom, where myself, G-Man, Edward Gonzalez, and Ethan, we go live on Zoom and trade live with 20 people maximum, right? There's a small group of people who want to learn seriously how to trade for 2 hours straight. Now that is happening on the 18th of this month. If you want to be part of that, go to Crypto University and sign up for it. And now we have a calendar as well that shows you what's coming next. You can go to Crypto University Network. This is the website. But if you scroll down, you'll find our calendar here, which shows you all the upcoming events. Yesterday, we had How to Flip NFTs with Michael Jordan. MJ is one of the renowned NFT artists that have been selling. He has sold hundreds of NFTs on Super Rare, OpenSea, bought himself 2 Porsches last year from flipping NFTs. So it works. So he made a new course on Crypto University, put it out there on the on Crypto University's website for you guys to learn how to do this. Go and register for the NFT course as well. There's so much money to be made, but you need to know what you're doing. Okay. And yeah, last week we had the Q&A. So if you want to know when is the next webinar for Crypto University or when the next activity, just make sure you check this calendar all times. Sorry, I said that the live trading session is on the 18th. I was wrong. It's on the 24th of Feb. All right. Besides, I'm also going to be Dubai Blockchain Week. Okay, I'll be speaking at Meta Week, talking about the metaverse, NFT gaming, trading, investing. So make sure you go there. Tickets are still available. Just search Meta Week in Dubai in March. I forgot the dates. So yo, man, there's a lot going on. If you just gonna be sitting around watching the screen and watching your the feed of your wallet, you're going to be depressed because things are going. I might look a little bit ugly before they get better. So it's better to start spreading your wings out. Do as much as you can. Connect with more people. And find other unusual opportunities, not just like, okay, buy Shiba Inu today, flip it tomorrow. The game is changing, the trend is changing. We're still gonna make money regardless, especially if you follow me on this channel on YouTube. I'm always bringing you guys new ways to make money. Money is easy to make in crypto. It's really that simple. But you need to be proactive with the community. Join the Telegram group, join the Discord server, links are in the description. Become a student, take action. And yeah, guys, what else do I have here, man? I discussed everything that I prepared for you guys. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I have created a new YouTube channel where it's nothing to do with crypto. It's my personal channel. It's called Grey Jabesi. You can follow, you can subscribe to it. I post about travel and everyday stuff that I do. If you want to know more about that, link is always in the description. All right. Peace, everybody. I hope you had enjoyed the stream. I can't read the comments because my YouTube is tripping right now. But I hope that everything was good, guys. Let's look from here. Bullish or bearish? Bullish or bearish? Wag me, crypto hustlers. That's for sure. Stacy, hit the like. Yes, Stacy, how are you? Out in California. John Hill says, yo, I think we're going to 12K. I want it, man. If it's 12K that we're going to, I want it. Let Bitcoin goes to $12,000. It only increases my chances of accumulating more Bitcoin than ever before. My goal is to reach thousands in Bitcoins, guys, because if you have a couple of thousand Bitcoins, trust me, man, you're rich forever. Like Rick Ross, you're rich forever. And that is the goal at the end of the day. We want to take care of our families. We don't want to be broke anymore. We want to be able to have capital to build companies, invest in things that we want, change the world. And we need big money for that. So if you're selling your Bitcoin, just know that you're giving cheap Bitcoins to rich guys. You're just making them richer. And at the end of the day, you and I are going to be the ones that are left behind. Bing, bing, bing. Never say I didn't tell you. All right. Wag me, everybody. Love you guys. I'll see you on the moon and